One.
Oh,
Hey.
it's on.
Yes. You only see silhouette. So, welcome everybody to yet another weekly at the Blender Institute. We have a filled show again today, but because it's so warm, I want to be finished at 7. Then we go through the windmill. So people try to do it within 5 minutes. So very quick, the guests can introduce themselves. So very quick who you are, maybe what your relationship is with 3D or Blender or something.
Hi, I'm Jasper. I'm a freelance 3D artist. Used Blender for 8 years and first time at the Institute. So
Wow.
pretty cool to see this.
Where do you live?
Utrecht.
Utrecht.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm also Jasper. Also a 3D freelancer in animation. I started
Also from
Blender
Utrecht.
near Utrecht, Zeist, where I work in Utrecht. Started using Blender about 10 years ago. And then during my studies I switched to Maya and then I sort of switched back to Blender.
Cool. Ja, welkom.
Where do you work?
Utrecht.
Yeah, I got to tell you.
What do you last
What
name?
studio?
10 class. It's a Dutch
Yeah, I'm now
Yes.
a freelancer.
10 class.
I used to work with the other
Yeah,
studio
class.
called View. But
KLEIJ.
we kind of stopped it about 1.5 years ago.
First name Jasper.
I'm Sulan, Blender developer, doing my PhD in computer animation.
When do you graduate?
The end of November, the work should be done. My contract ends then, and after that,
We
it goes
keep you to that.
Yeah, that's good.
Huh?
Yeah.
You graduate with Blender.
Yes,
Right?
of course.
Martijn, Blender developer.
Yeah. Where do you live?
I live in Naarden.
Naarden.
Naarden. Little old city, 20 kilometers from here. Pretty nice.
Wie ben jij? Even aan het internet voorstellen. Iedereen op internet kan jou nou zien.
Yes, sir.
So, what is your name? Do you speak English?
Jesse.
Yes. So, wat is jouw naam?
Jesse.
En gebruik jij ook Blender of 3D? Of doe je programmeren? Of
Beetje.
een klein beetje programmeren?
Ja.
En dat wil later uitvinder worden, hoor ik. Goed zo. Dat is best ever. Ja. Goed zo. Dank u wel.
My name is Douwe van der Werf. I'm his father.
Ja.
And there's another kid. And I run Mr. Lee, which is a creative agency focused on animation, mostly animation, always stories about social and environmental themes. So.
Good. Welcome. Okay, we start the weekly with Mathieu, who's not here, but he left a nice edit for us, which might become the trailer, right? Maybe Andy can show it.
I can run it, yeah.
Can we?
Jesus, the light is on warrior.
So,
It's getting summer. You have to close the windows or the curtains.
do you want to control? I'm really bad at controlling this thing.
Okay.
What's the name? So, here. Here. Start. Okay. That should work.
Yeah.
Hi. You're Frank. Oh, you are so much more than just a sheep, aren't you? Oh, yeah. How would you know?
I'm pretty sure there was something that happened wrong with the music.
Yeah.
It was supposed to fade up, not
Jump.
A little bit down. What is the cross thing? It's new.
That's only in the scene.
It was
only
the-
the shot
We'll
there.
explain it later.
Yeah.
We'll explain it.
Oh, there's a new feature. Okay.
Not everything's a feature. Most of it.
Yeah.
Alright, so that was the trailer edit from Mathieu.
Is that the first
Okay,
one?
Mathieu.
He also left an edit. Yeah, he left an edit, but they already watched. it.
Okay,
Yeah.
put it on the cloud.
So, yeah, and that's the second version, but with Frank running.
Yeah, right.
So the first one had him just talking about that.
Yeah.
But obviously the sound isn't finished.
We're going to do backwards. So maybe Andy can start. Then I will run to my room and close the curtains.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
There's your face.
Hmm.
There's a face of antibiotic.
Hello. Make this. Okay, so I guess this week I was working on the tornado again. Surprise, surprise. I'm just gonna drop everything into VOC here. So yeah, so this was Monday. I was supposed to work on the shot this week. Actually, last week I was also going to do that. I was supposed to work on the shot where Victor is standing in the foreground and the tornado is coming down. And so I started baking again, like after having a quick conversation with Mathieu and Francesco, how we should proceed. So this is the OpenGL rendered version of that, just the smoke cache, no clouds. The explosions are really not rendered well with this. But yeah. And I even managed to render that. And this one. So this was rendered overnight on my machine. This also doesn't have the drum, doesn't have the clouds and everything. Doesn't have Victor, obviously. But yeah, I was just trying to put everything that I had so far into this tornado and try to make it form. But the problem with this was that there's just too many explosions happening all the time, so I had to cut that back later. A quick, let me stop this. And this is a still image. Let me share that. This is a still image that rendered on my machine for 12 hours, 2 days ago. 12 at 300 samples. It's still kind of noisy, you can see it here. But yeah, I was just trying out to see how this like holds up in terms of detail and stuff like that. So yeah, the clouds here in the background, they're not final. They're stolen from another scene actually, from the one where Frank looks up into the clouds. And obviously the lighting and everything isn't final yet. I was just trying to find out if the detail on this would actually hold up. So, and after that, I re-rendered, I think that was yesterday or the day before. I rendered this. So this is with less explosions. Yeah, of course, it's a tornado. So yeah, the idea is that this is very close to final, but there's still, especially here in the last part, it's a bit difficult to see what's going on here. So I have to cut some of these explosions that are around the tornado and that are kind of obscuring it, and I have to just do the part here in the middle which is a small thing. I mean, it only takes like, I don't know, 10 hours to bake, so it should be fine. But actually, this is also, this cache can be reused for the shot where Frank is looking up into the tornado as well. And
Try to put the camera on it already.
no, I mean, you wouldn't see anything useful, but I tried to put the camera under it and it crashed, but yeah. So, and then we had some dailies, and the idea came up with, like, we put Frank into some shots and we realized that he was actually, like, his fur. Oh, that's super dark, actually. Yeah.
Maybe the
Well, yeah, it's just a stupid projector, but I mean, on the screen here, looks like that. So let me share that with the interwebs. Sorry, kind of slow. So it looks like that.
Looks like a microphone.
It looks like a microphone, yeah. Good. You'll get the idea. So this is Frank before, and then right, yeah. Okay, so the conversation with Mathieu was that he wanted to have more stuff going on in the fur because it was just too uniform, and yeah, we got that when we looked at public. Yeah, a bit too flat. So I went and added some more highlights in it. So
Can you show it on screen as well?
yes. No. Here we go. Here, that. This. Microphone. Four after.
Before?
It's only, yeah, before and after. So anyway, so the idea was to get more information into his fur, like tweak some contrast slightly, and just, yeah, it shows in the shots. I think Pablo will show that. Yeah, and then also one of the comments was that we were starting to show Frank speak, so we were seeing his mouth, and he actually didn't have any textures, not that many textures on the teeth, and there were some problems with his specular map. So I just today quickly I textured, like also his teeth were supposed to be a bit more dirty. I mean, he's a sheep, he's not really taking care of himself. So I tried to dirty them up a little bit. Do you want to also see that here on the screen? Here. No, nothing. I looked at a lot of sheep teeth, but yeah. I mean, in this model, it could be like they could be messed up a little bit, but I think at this stage it's a bit too late to check the model. But yeah, should be fine. And then, as a last thing, I try to improve the lighting on this one just today. I can show it on my personal TV. For the internet who doesn't know what's going on, the internet has great color, so this is how it looks like here. So with this, I was trying to put some lighting in there, and later there's Manu's awesome drum, and it needs a lot of work still.
And this type of tornado you can repeat twice, 3 times.
I hope Blender lets me repeat it. Yeah.
But it still has a cache of 1 gigabyte per frame.
This is about 900 megabytes per frame. Yes. So, like whenever I was transferring the frames to the render drive, everyone was complaining because the whole network got slow and.
Yeah, they're comparing anyway.
Yeah. All right. I think that was it.
Pablo.
Hello. What I did is pretty close too, so. Hello. Thank you. Chocolate, of course, because we didn't have enough this weekend, and we.
Never enough.
So this week I worked on shots again, on lighting and stuff. There have been a few major bugs this week that made it a bit hard to render grass. Basically, it was a bug that it wouldn't show grass at all in render unless it was enabled on the viewport. So it was a bit tricky. Sergey fixed it in like 20 minutes, like nothing. Actually, less than that. We were having lunch. And then the next day, the grass was fine, but when it was linked, it was wrong. So in the case of the character, was wrong. Now everything is fine, perfectly fine. So I'm going to show here what came out of the farm last week. I'm going to share this. Do we get to see? Is there anything you can do with the thing?
The remote doesn't have any battery left.
Ah, yeah. Okay. So I can maybe show it. Yes. Here. So internet. What we're doing now is trying to get the screen to look, colors to look nice. So this is what I had from last week. The lighting. It was okay. It wasn't very interesting. It wasn't very extreme. The lighting was mostly coming from the front, but a bit also from the left part of the screen, which was okay. It was interesting, but on the other shots, he comes back, and then the he comes back, and then Victor comes, and they are talking to each other. So if we kept the sun on this side, then when Victor is standing here, he will have it on his face constantly, and it would be very annoying for him. You know, when you're talking to the sun, you have wrinkles and stuff. That's very hard to do in CG. So to avoid the wrinkles, no, actually, so it doesn't look bad, we move the sun to the other side. So from this, we started to look. Oh no! That's
like that more contrast.
Here. Yes, exactly.
Now we go walk on the graphic screen. That's good. It's definitely on graphic screen.
Hold on. It's very complicated. So this is with the new lighting. Basically, we just move the sun more on this side. So when we see it from behind, it's pretty close to what we had before, but now we have a nice rim. And then, and then it was a bit flat. Like now it looks very bright, but actually it was a bit darker and it was flat. So that's when the new fur came, having a brighter frank, or some parts of it. The discussion came up. And at first it was a bit of drama, because why are we changing the characters a bit late on the pipeline and blah, blah, blah. But actually it was, no, it wasn't a daily. And, but Andy did it super fast, so we could test it immediately. And yes, it really helps. It gives a lot more volume. So then, since then, I started making some tests with this same lighting and just tried to get some other frames. Here you can also tell there's a lot more volume. We still have his giant butt on the screen, but at least it's a bit more interesting. And it looks really nice overall. And even here on this side, I had to cheat a little bit lighting, but overall it looks nice. There are nice highlights here. And overall looks much better. I have a little animation render. This is on the farm, by the way. I put it with low samples, so it's gonna be a bit noisy, So, but it looks fine in motion. I put this morning, so it didn't manage to do a lot. and it's only 24 samples or so. But it looks nice in motion. Which
on the big screen.
can try on the big screen.
Oh,
That's not too bad. Almost, yes.
Dramatic.
Dramatic lighting.
It's fun.
With this quality, the people will see it in airplanes and stuff.
Yeah, on their phones, exactly.
Every detail.
So why do we bother doing simulation stuff?
All right, you also have simulation.
And that's a good thing.
No, it's not.
There is simulation. Look at that. It moves. It moves.
All the noise and
All the look at that. So yeah, sorry. 1 minute left. So the lighting here, we tried to put them on other shots. So another shot that I worked last week was this, and this needs to be here. Yes. People get on the cloud so we can get a better projector. So this is how it looked before. Flat, a bit flat, but this is the thing. The light was coming from this side, so we would get a big highlight here, and then he would have it on his face because the camera goes back and forth over the shoulder. So dramatic lighting again. Big rim. The light comes from behind and a little bit on the side. Here we can see, and this is a bit with the better sampling. And these two renders, you can't tell the difference, but in this render that has a bit more lighting, I'm using a new patch from Sergey that is called camera cooling. C-U-L-L. Calling. Okay, camera calling. So what it does is that it doesn't put in memory whatever is behind the camera. So that's great. It went from it lowered many gigabytes of memory. So that's awesome. And we are testing it. It's now on the Gooseberry branch, and we're going to test it next week on the farm. So that's very very promising. I think. Sorry.
It doesn't. That doesn't deal with reflection.
Reflection. It doesn't. So it's going to be the background.
It's a trade-off. You have to basically judge how far away you can put things without affecting the lighting too much.
Exactly. So
actually you got to mark things as colorful.
Yeah, each object you can set per object.
So
you can set.
do it only for grass, and then the trees you will see.
Yeah, that's what I did in this shot. It went like 2 gigs, 1.5 gigs less than memory, and it was only the grass. So that's quite good. Like if we did it for the rocks and everything that's not on the camera, it would be much better. But you have to be careful because, of course, if you have an object that is occluding the characters, then and the object disappears, then suddenly the character lights up. Nice.
Oh, that's a nice light.
That's a nice light. It's a crappy camera, so
it pops from one frame to the other, and then it's
you don't see it. Does it cut the whole thing, or it chops? Like, does it slice the object, or it just removes it?
It just removes it.
Just removes. Oh.
On off.
Sure.
It's
very simple.
And then artificially request to slice it nicely.
Exactly. If
that won't save any memory.
No, that's pretty much it. It took a bit long.
Yep.
Wanna do the thing or?
Just
we're
just gonna
it's a blend file, so maybe you can.
Do we have a recent build here, or is it?
It is a static one. Like,
Yeah, but it's
is it on the desktop or so?
Yeah. No, but there is a recent one that he compiled for the.
Yeah,
This one? Gooseberry static latest? Awesome. All right. So really quick.
should be.
Just a minute. So share Gooseberry.
What's the hashtag?
Yes, please.
2 minutes.
Yeah.
Right. So okay. What's wrong? Oh no! Don't do this to me. Anyway. So now I can do it. So as I promised last week,
to the animators.
Can you put it on screen?
Yes, let me share. Share. All right. So as I promised to the animators last week, we had support for proportional editing the action editor. So this is how it acts normally, and then you press the O button, and then suddenly you have, where is it? Is it this not the latest build?
Wrong build.
Did you?
Oh no!
No, it's not.
Is this a local one or is?
No, it's not recent. It's 724.2.
Yeah, yeah.
What?
Then I have to
That's
copy it from the share. I built it on share, but I didn't copy it to the machine.
No, but you built
All
it.
right.
Try restarting
Where
the
is-
computer.
No.
There's an install video.
The path is shared.
Software?
Blender.
You can put it on
Blah
the
blah
card.
static something.
What?
Software.
Make videos.
Shared software. Blender.
Ah.
You know how hard it is to do screen
Latest.
No. Today I did it.
Recording on
No. Simple screen recorder.
The farm or the latest?
It
The
works.
farm, is it the farm or the latest?
Blender has a screen card.
I don't know. So let's try this.
That's why there are all these videos.
Keeps
Just a
running.
minute.
Okay, never
Then
mind.
fix it.
Never mind.
I mean, if you just launch Blender clean from the desktop, it should be fine because
I'm not saying that you can't. I'm
That
saying
works pretty slow.
yeah,
Yes.
but the Blender clean should be the latest.
Yeah,
build.
on the button left.
The
Blender clean.
Blender clean.
Yeah, there's one
There
on
in
the
the desktop, where you
yeah,
were.
one on the desktop.
You were there.
Double click Blender clean.
All right. Go away. And
Double
you
click.
stop.
Actually, no, that's Blender.
Why
Sorry.
did you do? You
No.
deleted everything.
You deleted
You deleted everything.
Just press
Developer.
No.
left. This one worked. I checked it out before.
All right.
I hate to say
See.
it,
Excuse me.
All right. So
Developers.
let's see that this support. Yes. This is.
Yeah, set it up. Yeah.
All right.
Got that? Yes,
All right. So we have a good build here.
Attention, everyone, please.
We're back from the break.
Back
Yes.
from- yeah.
Share with
So
the planet.
share with the planet. So all right. So this is a really crappy rig, and then we go ahead and we have a proportional editing here, and we can.
Wow.
And it also supports extending, which is basically influencing only the frames which are from on one side of the frame, on the green line here, as you see. And we had some reorganization of the options. Basically, now the graph editor and the action editor have their own option for proportional editing, so what the one does not influence the other. And yep. And when you press X, you have the option to clean keyframes also, which
Because it used to be the same shortcut that is now used for proportional editing.
Exactly. Yep.
Awesome.
So the old key used to be the clean keyframes, and now we use it to turn proportional editing on. And finally, another frame which came, a feature which came as a bug report, but I found it pretty interesting to do. So sometimes you basically want to stack identical parts and objects on each other, and I'm not going to show that, but I'm going to show what you can do with the feature. So suppose we unwrap this from view, bounds, okay. So we have unwrapped the mesh, and it's made one whole thing of a UV island. And a user came into the bug tracker claiming that you should be able to separate two islands if they don't have the same winding, basically. And now you can do that. So you can take one half of the sphere, which does not have the same winding, and without doing any spheres at the background. So you can select them really quickly and just have a layout.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's not that nice. It's awesome.
It's awesome.
Thank you.
Amazing.
It's not really much, but yeah, it's okay.
Why didn't we have this 10 years ago?
Thank you. Yes, I will pay you later. Thank you. Okay, so that's most of the stuff for me.
You skip or you have something?
No, I can skip.
Hi.
Okay, next week you see it locked in the office.
Maybe.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe. Sure. Yeah. Monday we see it.
Maybe, yeah. Tonight, maybe.
Oh.
now we see it.
Tonight.
So you have
Me? Yeah. Yeah, you can just play the latest video.
Yeah, I have the thing.
Oh,
The
wait,
latest
yeah.
video.
Okay. Yeah, that's all good.
Who's first? That you?
Yeah, me.
I did.
Oh, Yelty can go as well.
No.
Oh, can you just like,
Sorry?
yeah, in my folder.
There is this.
So it's the sequence. Just play the sequence.
This?
Yeah.
With audio again?
Where is the cat? Want me to go out?
Anytime.
Yeah, wait, the cat is escaping.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just let it go. Just let it go. It was
Don't pay any attention.
Yeah.
Stop the week.
Okay. All right. Sorry, there's a cat problem, a cat situation going on, but you can see it actually.
Okay, next. Yeah.
All right.
All right, so this sequence is something that Sarah and I have been working
Get
on.
closer
all
to
week.
the.
This is a sequence that Sarah and I have been working on all week. And let it play.
I'm a long way for you, Frank. My name is Victor. Hi. You're Frank. Oh, you are so much more than just a sheep, aren't you? Oh, yeah. How would you know? Look at you. You're an adventurer, Frank. Just like me. You're a lone wolf. Tell me, does one choose to be alone? No, one doesn't. One doesn't even choose to be a wolf. Or does one? Yes.
All right, that's it. Yeah, so I did Victor, Sarah did Frank. We're both still working on it.
I'll wait for you.
But that's where we got to. So,
Awesome. I also have some stuff. Well, apart from the animation, I've been working with Juan Pablo Busa to on the other sheep, the variations of the sheep. So, because we had a long discussion this week on how are we going to do this, it's a technical problem to have many different sheeps, loading many different sheeps on the scene. So we started thinking that we are going to have 15 different sheeps, and then we wanted to have one rig with 15 variations inside this rig, but that was not possible. Well, it's possible, but not in the time frame we want. So finally, what we decided to do is to pick 5 sheeps from the one that there was, polish the face, which was I took one day of this week. That was already one day short, but to polish just the faces of the 5 sheep. And we removed the body variation. You will see some because they're there, but they will not be there. It's only the face, and the other variation out of these sheep will be color, texture, fur, and size, but in the scene, like directly in the scene, because we cannot afford to make thousands of them. So yeah, so you can, if you want, show the different variations of the faces. And there must be the baby.
No.
Yep. So yeah, that's it. That
Cool.
was for the variations.
I just you can play the latest video from my folder. So we don't need to see all the variations. Yeah. It doesn't have the camera motion. It's just really distracting when you're trying to look at just the animation. Should have sounds.
Ah, you will not regret this. The adventures you will have, all the lives you ever wanted. All you've been missing. Yes, this is the best product we have in store. Variable spin speed, excellent tumble performance in one handy device.
Yeah.
So good.
Ah, you will
That's
not
what you do. Yeah.
the adventures you will have.
Yeah, so I've been
All the
for the
lives
past couple of days. I've been working a lot with doing a lot of breakdowns of kind of the in-between poses and making sure that Frank is also reacting properly. So Frank is like he goes through these minute emotional kind of shifts. So he's looking at this weird guy he's never seen before. And then this guy starts approaching him, invading his personal space. So he's like kind of freaked out, looking at the guy's hands that are kind of reaching for him. And then there's a lot of footwork also. So when he's going back and forth and all that stuff, there's a lot of if you just look at the feet, they're doing a lot of stuff, but it's never too distracting, and it all makes sense within body mechanics.
Totally busy.
Yes. So next week will be my last week to work
Oh
on
no!
this.
That's
Yeah. Well, according to a certain tall Dutch guy.
Maybe you can convince him.
Yeah, well, yeah, we'll see. Okay, shit, man, that's true.
Hold all of them.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, I can do it myself.
You can do it yourself.
20-minute video.
Yes.
Of rotating cube.
Yes.
Woo!
That's your face.
No,
Terry.
3 minutes.
So I started the week with something.
You might want to start playing in the background.
But how?
Yeah, there.
Alright.
Stop. You want to share this one later?
Okay.
The one there.
Like this?
Okay. Yeah.
Like this? Okay. That's a bit big.
No.
But it's fine. I started the week mainly doing bug fixes for the sticky keys, which took some time. And then bits to relax, I did a feature. I'm gonna just load something. No, it doesn't matter. Where's the? No, I just want just want some files. Fine.
No, whatever is in there.
Or I can also use the default thing. So what I did was just for the graph editor, so we can. I have no idea. I don't see anything really.
Can you double click on the header of the Windows?
Yeah, but it's really big. Oh no. Okay.
There you go.
That's
Now
fine.
you can share.
So
it with
now
the
I can
board.
go to animation. How do I share it with the board?
You get here. Move the mouse over here. Green.
Yeah.
Select Blender.
Okay.
And it starts there. Bam. Now you go to mouse.
Nice. So I'm here. So what I did was just for animators having a background in the graph editor, which would look like this.
Wow.
So now in the graph editor, and you have an opacity setting, because I think it's quite distracting when you have it always like 100%. And then it's in the background, so the animation curves are on top, of course. So, and it's because for people with one screen, it's a bit annoying having to switch to the 3D view all the time. If you press W, you get access to the widgets and can start to drag it around or resize this just as you want. So yeah, that was just like a weekend project, a little bit of. Yeah, I can just
confirm the operator.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So then I continued working on widgets. Where is? I have no idea what I'm doing. I want to go. Yeah. So I wanted to make a video, but I wasn't able to do this. So I just have some screenshots. So this is the yes. And then this one. Okay. All right. So yeah, this is the widget, which was done by Anthony actually, but he disabled it like 4 months ago, and it was a lot of work needed to get it updated to the latest developments of the widget system. So, but now it's actually there, which is quite good. What I did today and yesterday was having the widget attached to an object. Doesn't make much sense for normal objects, but for bones, for example. So you can, instead of having hundreds of custom shapes, you can create a custom widget or reuse a widget and assign it to the object or to the bone. So if I select another object, it's not there. It's only there for the selected object. And you can assign the widgets to the object via this menu. So yeah, it's still heavy work in process, but it's getting somewhere slowly.
Custom, wow.
So yeah, I think that was it. Yeah.
You're going back?
I'm going back, yes.
Wow.
I had enough. Yeah, it's I'm gonna work at home a bit more on the widget system. I'm going to make it more awesome.
And you have to finish school.
Yes, I have to finish school. Yeah, will most likely need a break for like 2 weeks from any development, but then I have like 3 months or so to do nothing else than Blender, which is awesome.
After you finish school.
Yes, after, of course.
And are you graduating this year?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
So that's it. Thank you.
Lucas.
Yeah, just have videos there. You can just.
Sorry?
I just have 2 videos there. You can.
Awesome. But you can talk.
Make a file, but it's like 10 gigabytes, and with a slow network here, that's not really feasible. So. Yeah. Of course, last minute feature fixes that didn't work. Yeah, that's just an image sequence. So just to demonstrate that it actually renders now with the caches. So there's Frank in the background, and he has hair. You can really see it. Yeah.
There's Frank in the background.
It's a cache sheet with hair. This, yeah.
That's
Cache hair.
Play it in Blender, man.
What?
But Blender.
You can drop the first image in the video thing.
Yeah, it's not that interesting. He's just moving his head once or something like that. It's not...
No, the best is the clip editor.
The one from Sergey.
The Sergey editor is the best for people. If you're at home watching this, just use the movie clip editor. Of course, you cannot because of this.
What the
you
fuck?
can't drop. Remember this bug we had since the 90s?
What? No, we had
no, there is no bug.
What?
You cannot read the.
I cannot read images.
What?
That's stupid.
What? Really?
Just select the first image.
It's
but
not.
in
It's not
the-
important.
not in
Just
the
skip
movie
it. It's whatever.
Antonis, next week this book is fixed.
I tried fixing it very early in the production, and
What is
there was an
Is it
issue.
Linux?
It's Samba thing. Yeah, it's you don't get the correct thing.
Anyway.
Yeah.
2K.
Ooh, yeah, awesome. Right?
Enhance.
Why don't we have 2 or 4K here?
Come on, just play the videos. This is fun. Just a
It's
quick
like-
test and
There you go.
weird artifacts and
hair.
stuff.
Yay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, internet.
Yeah, I see a hair moving.
See?
Yeah, no, in the grass too.
But the hair is not animated.
It's not animated.
Look at that.
It's just seconds.
It's animated.
There's 2 videos next to it. Just
What are we supposed to see?
not much. It's just to show that I'm not just telling you this. It's actually real. I didn't have time to put it on the farm or anything. So yeah, I have hair simulation on caches. So that's the animated linked Frank thing. So in this shot, it's basically just a very basic strands with just length constraints and moving attached to the body. So
Wow.
there's no wind forces or stiffness or anything.
But it's cached.
Yeah, this is cached.
Wow.
Cached.
So this is a complete. So there's no particles involved in this. Yay. Yay.
You mean the particles created the cache?
Yeah, the particles are really just used for setting up the whole hair
And the
system.
animation is
blah,
also
blah.
cached.
The animation is cached. The particles are cached. The hairs are cached.
How
That's
big is
awesome.
everything?
I think for the entire shot, including render settings, also I get up to like 6 or 7 gigabytes.
Okay, per shot.
This is a pretty long sequence.
That's
and-
what we have to send to parents too.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, something like that. It's totally doable, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Probably there's also something with Simplify going on, and yeah, whatever. Anyway, and the next one is with a little bit more features. So this is actual wind forces, and you have some stiffness. Hope you can see it. The coloring is not very
Oh, yeah.
visible here.
So colliding already?
No.
But they have wind.
But I mean, they're basically it's standing off from the body because it's a goal force thing.
Wow.
Yeah, and then today I tried to make it work on the child hair. So the child hairs are also cached, but they're not deformed by the parents yet. So the parents are simulated, and then we have to transport this deformation to the children. But that doesn't quite work yet. So.
Trouwens, ja.
Yeah, that's it. If you want, you can show the whole UI thing. But
apart from the far
it's,
side,
nobody will understand it anyway. So.
Code is all single threaded, I think, right?
The simulation code is pretty much single. I think there are some parts that could potentially be threaded with OpenMP or something in the solver, but it's meh.
Isn't
It's not really-
isn't that something to generate at the farm? That you don't have to set this to the farm? But if you
Yeah,
take
but I
a few
mean,
minutes
I think the simulation is actually quite fast compared to the whole child hair stuff and so on. I mean, we can do it on the farm, I guess, eventually, but yeah.
Okay, next week more.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Double clap. All the way. So that's your face. And Manu, I bet I'm gonna bet my left arm. Yes, maybe.
Yes.
So only 2K?
Look at that. It looks good on the crappy screen.
Oh, I saw that in our website. A very cool one.
I actually want to. I would like to add more detail to the rim that's gonna show from the clouds. Yeah.
Nice.
Because that's the thing that's actually visible.
Enhance.
It's so awesome.
Really impressive. When you zoom in on a scale and you see the whole universe.
Little scratches.
Yeah.
Wow. Look at that.
Corner where the zinc coating is still
A
making
little bit of the thing and the soldering here.
Oh, those IKEA folks.
Wow.
Please, yeah.
Dit is in 5 minutes.
There's 2 minutes left, Tom.
But
Sorry.
yeah. Just go to the next one. Yeah, it's a close up.
Oh, it's a close-up.
Because well, yeah, but there was some problems at first. But yeah, it's yes. But it's only array modifiers.
Of course, only.
And yeah. So and simple rig, I guess, Andy.
I've been using that.
Yeah. So it good. It works.
Instructions for how to rotate it.
It's a rigging. It's a rig.
It's a rig. Yeah.
Color bounds.
Yeah, simple. Yeah, and this was from the last week, and the next one is what is on the farm at the moment.
Now we're talking.
Yeah. That's nice. And this has a new Andy hair?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Andy hair.
Yeah.
Actually, we'll see it with Lucas.
Oh, Andy and Lucas hair. 2 Germans together. Collapse.
But yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Very nice. It looks much better here, by the way.
Wow.
Yeah, there are some more different.
The screen is so crappy cool. If you rotate it, the image gets really flat. Anyway.
Whoa.
Yes, that is it. Yeah.
Very cool.
Oh,
you fixed the thing.
Yeah, that's it.
So, you are exactly in time.
Are we 7 o'clock?
Yeah.
Professional.
Yeah.
Everybody is now dismissed. We want to have weekend.
Woo!
Bye-bye. Very quick. Hey, who